Texas Governor Greg Abbott, a staunch supporter of President-elect Trump, will be welcoming border czar Tom Homan to his state tomorrow. They'll be touring border towns as the incoming administration ramps up their promise of mass deportations on day one. But it was the economy that drove one county's locals to the polls, a county that has become the initial focal point for Trump's immigration plans. Our Mireya Villarreal brings us this report.
It's a small little town where everybody knows each other. And it's really a nice place to live, and the taxes are cheap.
Texas Cafe in Rio Grande City is a historical landmark, a Tex-Mex restaurant less than a mile from the Mexican border that's been serving this community for 85 years.
Hardworking, yes. There's a lot of people that have worked really hard because things are changing. Things are changing a lot. And
what do you mean by that?
The economy. The economy is just driving, I think, everybody crazy.
This community is one of just two big cities in Starr County, a small county of less than 75,000 people that made a big statement on Election Day, voting Republican for the first time in over 100 years.
I used to buy a box of eggs, so I think it's 15 dozens, and they used to be, and I used to complain, Mireya, when they would go up to like $10. Now they're $20 a box.
In a county where the median income is nearly $36,000 and about 33% of people live here in poverty, it's not about red or blue. It's about survival.
If things don't get better, I might have to either cut staff, cut hours. I'm going to start with cutting hours, and then from there work it. Maybe cut the menu, to keep the place open. Because I don't want to lose my customers. I don't.
Do you think everybody's making those hard decisions here?
Yes, I think so.
But now this small little town is just 6 miles down the road from the growing debate over immigration in our country. The Texas Land Commissioner recently offering the incoming Trump administration this land, 1,400 acres, to be used to construct deportation facilities.
Folks who live down on the border feel really abandoned by those open border policies. They feel like it's directly harming their communities, both their safety and their prosperity.
While the Texas Land Commissioner waits on word from the Trump team, the state is moving forward with new construction on the Texas border wall.
Could we see other parts of Texas potentially being offered up in the way that you are offering this property right now in Starr County?
Absolutely. I have 13 million acres. If any of them can be of help in this process, we're happy to have that discussion.
Nearby, families line the streets of Roma, Texas, most unaware this is happening in their own county.
For decades, Roma and Starr County has been one of the poorer communities in the country. And we no longer want to be considered just a poor community because we're rich culturally. We're proud of our Mexican-American heritage, but we no longer want to be dependent just on the government.
Here, the focus is far from political headlines. But while the people prioritize the economy, the issue of mass deportations and detentions looms.
It's got to be the criminal element first. That should be the focus. People don't want families to be torn apart. That's the last thing we want. But at the same time, we hope that Trump and his administration do the right thing and focus on the criminal element first. And then in the meantime, we'll see how the policies can be implemented in a better way.
Interesting to hear from them. Our thanks to Mireya Villarreal for that.